My name is Noora Maria. I am a marketing manager in a project called Two Countries, One Destination. And the project is handled by Business Tornio and Haaparanta City, so I work in a Business Tornio department. My tasks include, well, I'm happy to say many different kind of things, because I work in a project, so we have project managers in the project. So basically I don't need to do so much reporting and documentation and so on, but I'm in charge of loads of networking between the companies in the area. I'm in charge of the brand and image development of Haaparanta Tornio, and then in charge of the marketing, the brand, and all the services in Haaparanta Tornio area to the tour operators all around the world, basically. Hello, nice to see you. Please come. When you think about tourism in Haaparanta Tornio area, so the languages that are really important are of course Finnish and Swedish and English.
How has it been anyways?
We work in many projects together with Tornio and Haaparanta. So basically people usually speak either Finnish or Swedish, or we can change the language. But there are people like me, for instance, that I can listen Swedish fluently, but sometimes to speak professionally it can be a bit tricky. So, and then we have some people who don't speak any Finnish or Swedish, so then the common language in many meetings is English.
I hope that we can do it in September.
And then when you think about tourism and the customer base, so Haaparanta Tornio is mainly visited by Swedish, Finnish and Norwegians, but we have plenty of tourists coming from German-speaking area. But also from Italy, UK and, well, basically all around. What is really important would be that we would have more people speaking German language in this area. In a multicultural working environment, the role of English is highly important. It is the language that I would say that we all can handle in some level here in Finland and in Sweden. When you don't speak some other language fluently, then I feel like we all are kind of in the same level when we speak English, because it's not our own language, but we somehow share that communication level in a way when we all speak English. So I feel like it's actually the conclusions to many problems. For example, if you have a language barrier between Finnish and Swedish, for example, so then you have English. At the moment in tourism, there's a huge lack of people working in the tourism field. So I also feel like the English should be, and already is, the common language in tourism. So we are happy to have people working, of course, from Sweden and Finland here in the area, but from different countries also. It makes us also better in understanding our customers. So then I feel like it's quite normal that we should have a working language in English if we have people working with us from other countries. When you think about the language skills and the level of English in tourism, I feel like it totally depends on the work tasks. And when we think about my work, for example, that I'm working in a project at the moment, we do a lot of development work, so then you need a little bit better level in English. But if you're working in a restaurant or in a kitchen or in the maintenance or reception, then I feel like communication is the key. And I feel like when there's two people and somehow we find a way to communicate. So the level of English doesn't have to be perfect. But when your work tasks contains writing, for example, writing sales letters or responding to customers' feedback or so on. So of course then it's good to learn the ways of communicating in writing also in English. And of course I need to take into consideration the customer base. People coming from Asia or USA or Germany, they like to communicate a bit in a different way, and for example Finnish way of communicating is quite straight, so sometimes it's good to learn these basics, how to greet people and how to end a letter or how to end the discussion between the customers, for example.